we are going to learn postural hypotension test practical. It is a part of a autonomic function test and also testing of a granule of 9th and 10th. This one is introduced newly by this MCA this year. Ready? So let's learn about postural hypotension practical. So what is a normal of procedure and observation? It's very simple. You have to take blood pressure in supine position. Okay. In a simple manner. Then make subject stand vertically. So what we are doing? We are changing the position of a subject from lying to standing. Ready? Now we have to measure the blood pressure within 15 seconds of this position of a change. Okay. What will be the normal result or normal observation should be that we measure the BP first in a lying position. We will measure the BP in a standing position. So the fall in a systolic blood pressure not should be more than 20 millimeter of mercury, and diastolic blood pressure should not more than 10 millimeter of mercury. Okay, what will be abnormal? What we will call postural hypotension. Means सब्जेक्ट को खड़ा करने से उसको हाइपोटेंशन होता है. वो कब प्रूव होगा? जब SBP fall greater than 20 millimeter of mercury and DBP fall greater than 10 millimeter of mercury. Okay, then we will call it a postural hypotension. Okay, autonomic dysfunction बोलेंगे उसको. Now, so what we are doing here is पहले बीपी कर रहे हैं लाइन में, फिर बीपी कर रहे हैं मेजर हम स्टैंडिंग में. तो हमको ऑस्पी में वही ध्यान रखना है सारा जो हम बीपी के प्रैक्टिकल में रखते हैं. ठीक है, तो ऑलरेडी आई हैव मेड वीडियो अबाउट दिस. You can go and see in detail there, but in short I will cover here. So first point of OSPI, we have to give rest of 5 minutes to the subject. ठीक है, so we are taking first BP in a sleeping position and BP instrument should be at a level of a heart, the same level of a patient. ठीक है, the Riva-Rocky cuff, the BP cuff should be 2 fingers above the cubital fossa. Okay, and the tubing should be on the medial side so that the rubber bag inside the cuff covers the brachial artery fully. Never forget to take a consent and give assurance and information. So how we will cover it, I will speak this time in a Hindi. तो हम आपकी लोहे के दबाण की तपास करने वाले हैं. ठीक है, इससे आपको कुछ नुकसान नहीं होगा, ये आपके फायदे के लिए है. तो पहले हम आपका स्लीपिंग में लेंगे, फिर हम आपको खड़ा करने के बाद आपका बीपी लेंगे. ठीक है, तो आप खड़े होते टाइम आप गिरिए नहीं, इतना आपको ध्यान रखना है. आई एम हियर टू सपोर्ट यू. ठीक है, नाउ चेक द वॉल ऑफ द बीपी इंस्ट्रूमेंट and locate the radial pulse. Okay, so first in sleeping we will take a palpatory method. ठीक है, ideally every time measuring a BP we should start with the palpatory method. So you put your 3 fingers on the radial pulse and palpate the artery. Now while inflating the BP curve, okay, go ahead slowly. How much your speed should be? 10 millimeter of mercury per second, that's your upward going speed. So what will happen? At one point pulse will disappear. Okay, the radial pulse will disappear. So even after you have to go up 20 millimeter of mercury. Okay. So now once the pulse has disappeared, you have inflated 20 mmHg more. Now come downward slowly. Okay, in a mercury column, come downward slowly. What is the speed now? 2 millimeter of mercury per second. So what will happen? The pulse will reappear. The reappearance of pulse is your beat by palpatory method. Okay, now we have done the palpatory method. We have got the SBP. We don't get the DBP here. Right? So for the DBP, we are doing diastolic blood pressure. We are doing auscultatory and oscillatory method. Okay. So again, the 3 OSPI point you have to remember. Wear the stethorite. So how we wear the stethorite? So your ear knob is like the horns. The horns we have to keep like this. Okay. तो सिंगड़ा सामेनी बाजू मारवाना है ना, गाय पर सिंगड़ा कोने मारे, सामे मारे, खुद ने ना मारे. तो इट शुड बी फॉरवर्ड एंड मीडियल. In parallel to over here करा, forward and medial. So wear the stethorite. Then unlock the chest piece. Check your stethoscope, rotating chest piece. Locate the brachial artery pulse. Okay, that is important. It is the medial to the bicep tendon. Put your stethoscope diaphragm chest piece there. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now again follow the same method as a palpatory method. How? Previously our result was 110 mmHg. So we will go 20 mmHg higher. So we will go up to 130 mmHg higher. And now the speed will be again 10 mmHg per second. Now we will lower the blood pressure 10 millimeter 2 millimeter per second, we will deflate. So at a one point we will start hearing Korotkov sound. Also we can see the oscillation in a mercury column. So the point we are hearing this Korotkov sound, start hearing, we will take it as systolic blood pressure by oscillatory method, and when it stops, when we stop hearing the sound, we will call them diastolic blood pressure. ठीक है? Reporting I will teach you later all the battle details. ठीक है? But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, okay? And it motivates me. Please subscribe and turn on your notification. I request you to subscribe. Now, even by oscillatory and oscillatory method, BP in supine is 110/78. Okay? So this is my observation of supine blood pressure. Now we will tell subject to stand straight on the ground carefully. Ideally, we should have a tilt table. Okay, tilt table. It is a table we can. Patient is like this. We measure the BP and we immediately tilt the table. So patient doesn't have to do anything. But we don't have this facility. No tilt table, no automatic analyzer instrument. So no problem. We can do this with our simple clinical table and our simple manual BP. Also, we can perform this test. Okay. So precaution is what? We have to support the instrument and patient both so they don't fall down during hurrying. Okay. So never put the instrument nearby leg. Otherwise, patient will trying to, okay, standing up. They knock down the BP instrument. Okay. Put it nearby head. Okay, and support the BP instrument. Now, yes, another point, because we don't have time. In 15 seconds, we have to measure the response. When the patient changes the position from lying to standing, we have to measure the BP within 15 seconds. So this time we are not going for palpatory method. We are doing auscultatory method directly. So for that also, we will in advance, before patient changes the position, we will in advance inflate the cuff and locate the brachial pulse and put the stethoscope there in advance. Okay. Then we will tell the patient to immediately stand up and we will support the patient and BP cuff both. In this method, after uh, changing the position of a subject, we have measured the BP and the result by auscultatory method only, and the result is same. No, not the same, but 114/78, which means the SBP is from 110 to 114. SBP has raised, diastolic blood pressure is same. So our result is normal. Means it is not a postural hypotension. There is no fall on systolic blood pressure greater than 20. So which is normal. Now our result is a subject has no postural hypotension. So what is the principle here? So when the subject is changing the position from standing to lying to standing, okay. So due to gravitational changes, the blood goes to legs, okay. So ultimately what happens? Cardiac output to the heart decreases when a certain decreases, okay. So ultimately what happens? The baroreceptors are stimulated by this BP changes. Okay, so this fall in a BP is sensed by baroreceptors. There they give the information to the center. So this produces reflex tachycardia and peripheral vasoconstriction. These changes should be normalized within 50 seconds. But when you see this as a reflex, as a baroreceptor reflex, so how this act? So stimulus is what? Change in a position. Change is from a sleeping to standing. Vertical position is a change in a position. And now what are the sensory nerve, or what are the afferent nerve is? The receptors are baroreceptors. The nerve are 9th and 10th. Okay. Carotid sinus, 9th nerve. Our aortic arch level of heart. The receptors, information taken by 10th nerve. Okay. And for normalization of a BP and heart rate, the response, okay, the result, it also checks the vagus nerve efferent, the motor limb of a vagus nerve, which supplies the SA node. Okay, so if a patient has no postural hypotension and normalization of heart rate and BP, so we can say that 9th and 10th cranial nerve are working normal. Okay, or there is no autonomic dysfunction. That will be our result.